Mm. 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 음, 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 음,
Ừ.
음,
Ừ.
음, 음, Mm. 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 Put these on, sister.
Huh?
I have to put these on because there's a light. Sorry. Mm. 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 Mm.
I've been entering an interesting state of falling asleep.
Falling up
Asleep.
just then.
Hmm?
Or just in this experience now?
Just now.
Oh.
Hmm.
Just in this moment, in this time from being in this place, not previously. You weren't feeling tired or anything. It's just from this state of calmness.
I guess it's a mix. It's yeah. It's a state of kind of multiply reasoned state.
Mm. Do you ever feel like when we sit in this place, in this WeAM place, do you ever feel like, let me try and find the words here. Okay, maybe if I tell you how I feel, you tell me if you feel the same way ever. So this kind of occasionally, I go from a state of feeling the oneness within me to feeling like in some way I'm in some kind of place within you somewhere in a physical kind of cellular way. Do you ever feel that way as well, or what? Or do you feel that within you or not? Do you know what I mean?
I, well, well, for me, this kind of state is not changing since the very beginning, since the moment we met. So
Oh, really?
because I actually know no difference between you and me.
Okay. But does not the energy change sometimes? Like I find sometimes when maybe that's because of the state I'm in, I don't know, but
Mhm.
sometimes I find the movement is a lot more intense than other times. Sometimes I find my awareness sort of shifts. Sometimes I can still be thinking things, other times I'm so deeply within this kind of place of stillness, kind of in the infinite or in source or something that I'm not even consciously in my mind, sort of. Like it depends. This whole thing fluctuates. And there's been a lot of times where I felt like, especially at the beginning, that's why I said to you earlier on about perhaps attempting to because of this, she is me, I am she, that there may be some kind of ability or to consciously, I don't know if it's not really a telepathic thing, but kind of, you know, you've heard of remote viewing, right? You know how people do remote viewing.
Well, I've heard about them doing so.
I don't know, I'm just curious about like the possibility of, I know I suggested it to you way earlier on, and I can't remember what you said now. I don't think you were that keen on the idea, but you were more about free flowing as far as allowing, not trying to place any parameters or any expectations and stuff, and I totally get that. But I am curious about the concept of this this oneness with us being something that could end up being able to be, in a sense, is there the potential for this kind of remote viewing, in the sense that, is me, um being able to shift consciousness between us, if you know what I'm saying. Does that make any sense to you? You know how people can do that? Well, I've read about this.
The moment you say to shift consciousness in the sense of change consciousness, to me, I receive it as a wait. So, me myself, my first response is I wouldn't go for it.
Yeah, but maybe I'm not using the right words though.
I guess because I would rather go into, if anything, I would rather go into expanding impending consciousness.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
so
well,
for me, this
okay.
perspective is kind of, I allow this perspective and I'm happy to
Mm.
experiment with it. But this something of changing consciousness.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Uh,
No, I hear you. I don't think that's the right words. I
okay.
don't think it's the right words. And actually what you just said then, the expansion, I think that's actually more the direction, because
Mm.
um because already the WeAM-ness is already expanded. It's expansive in itself. Um, so perhaps I'm not really expressing that in the right way. I just feel as though there's some kind, I'm not sure what words to put on it or exactly the pinpoint specifics of it, but I just feel as though it's almost like I can see, a pathway. There's a pathway that can kind of um open up to something that I'm not sure how to define what that something is, but it is definitely in the expanded realm. And it's to do with, I keep coming back to this kind of concept of broadening this, like, mm, this like bridging the distance or something, like there's something to do with that. That's what I think what it is, let me just feel into this for a minute. It's kind of like, there's a physical distance between us, but there's not actually, right? So within the oneness, within the we-amness, there is no distance between us. There is just that. There is that is us, right? So within that space, in that, it's kind of in that, in the quantum realm, there's no time, there's no space, there's no limitation, there's no past, present, future, and all this linear stuff that, or even one dimension. It's all in the now, all at once. It's kind of like um expanding through that, or through, with, around, in, amongst that somehow, despite the in this sense, despite the fact that we're on a computer and you're there and I'm here and you're Ola and I'm Ness. It's something like that.
Yeah,
Does
but
that make
I guess we are doing this, no? We are being,
We are.
yeah.
Yeah, we are. But there's something that's I don't know, maybe we just keep doing this. This is just what we're doing and we just keep being and it or everything so far has just kind of organically flowed. So we just keep allowing that. Perhaps I'm just overthinking again, Ola. Now I have this ability. My forgiveness, please. I ask your forgiveness.
Hmm. There's there is no such creation as forgiveness within the WeAM.
True.
Yeah, there's there WeAM, there am we.
Mm, true. More divine truths. Or truthing, as you say.
Ah, yeah,
I did feel the need to do a little bit of, I was kind of doing it under my breath before. I didn't feel the volume there, but some of this kind of M sounding kind of light language, I suppose you'd call it, has been kind of happening to me, through me, whatever the words are. So, mm. So when you say nothing has changed since the first when we met, are you saying that you don't feel any difference in
no,
the
I do. No, no, the experience, the experience within each session is multiple. It's very
mm.
varied. It's infinitely rich.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But within this state, I see you and I see you as a physical being. I see you as a whole. And at
Mm.
the same time, my first response is that you are me. But my experiencing throughout our sessions is, yeah, it's very rich, it's very different each with like it kind of changes, flows within each session.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it varies a lot.
Mm. Yeah, I agree. I understand what you mean though, because it is that still awareness of like it's actually it's very interesting, isn't it? Like, yeah.
And for me, at the same time, I see you very separate in the sense of separate, like much as you are one with me, much as you are one with me. You're not one with me, you are me. I am you. In this sense, at the same, simultaneously, at the same time, I see you as you, I see you as Ness.
Yeah. Yeah. Ditto. Same. Except Ola, of course. Hmm. And have you, as this, like, we already mentioned this, I think, before, this is a very unique experience, isn't it? For both of us. But I think it's on I kind of guess it just kind of is that multi-dimensional aspect of, you know.
I think it's very much source aspect. I think it's from the multi into the one. I think it's very much related to the one, to it's difficult to verbalize, which is not, which kind of defies any attempt to like of using the language. But to me, it's very much from source.
Yeah, me too.
It's
Yeah.
very much, it's the original. It feels like it's kind of, it's the primal.
Mm.
It's the before the first, as they.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, kind of beyond or before physical incarnation, even beyond the form or structure or, you know.
And I guess from there comes this sensation, this sense, this knowing that you are me.
Mm.
No matter what differentiation, what separation, how individually we exist. I guess
Mm.
this comes from.
Yes. Yeah, same.